Saquon, talk to us about this feed me thing you've been doing after big plays.
So proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleam, His bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing us that star-spangled banner yet wave, for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Some Random Guy Speaks. I am your host, Tony G, and we are about to get started. So therefore, I just want to thank you guys for attending and things. So we're going to be talking about one of the greatest presidents ever, and that president is Donald J. Trump. Put your hands together for a round of applause. Welcome applause for Donald J. Trump, our 47th president of the United States. So therefore, we're going to be talking about it. We're going to be talking about those policies. Yes, we are. We're going to be talking about the things with his policies and what he's going to be doing, what he's going to be implementing and things. So we're going to get started. Yes, we are. But before I do, I'm going to do the Star Spangled Banner. Yes, I will. So I want you guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. We're going to be doing the tribute to Donald J. Trump and things. So, yeah, so we're still celebrating here, ladies and gentlemen. So I just wanted to make you guys aware. We're going to be doing it. Yes, we will. And I'm just waiting for other people to come into a chat. I saw somebody pop in and pop out. Don't be shy. Come on in and sit down and have a seat. And we're going to be going over Trump's policies for 2025 when he get reelected, January the 20th, 2025. I know that's going to be kind of funny saying that, but 2025, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go ahead and get it started. I am excited, and I'm still celebrating. Trump have won 49 states across the United States, though. So let's give a round of applause again. Donald J. Trump, ladies and gentlemen. I'm feeling very excited about this. I hope you are as well, too. We're going to be talking about the greatest president ever. Yes, we will. We're going to be talking about it. Make America Great Again. This is MAGA, ladies and gentlemen. This is the MAGA channel here. So those that are welcome, I'm going to be doing the tribute once again to Donald J. Trump. And we're going to be talking about the Star Spangled Banner and things, because whenever I kick stuff off, I like to do it properly, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I do. I like to do it properly. And I'm just going to get the Star Spangled Banner cue back up because, we want to be able to acknowledge the beauty of the Star Spangled Banner. It's a beautiful piece, beautifully made by Francis Scott Key. And we're going to talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. We are. Yes, we are. So I'm just waiting for some people to come into the chat and things. But so in the meantime, we're going to talk about it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you guys to Some Random Guy Speaks. I am your host, Tony G. And we're going to kick it off today or tonight talking about the greatest president ever. And that person is Donald J. Trump. So we're going to talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't want people to be shy. I want you to come into the room. We're going to be respectful. I welcome people of different opinions. But what we will not tolerate is name calling and other types of insults and threatening with violence. We won't tolerate that here. So I just want to make you guys be mindful, respect the chat, and the chat will respect you. So now that we have gone past that, so I'm about to get ready to get started pretty soon. I'm just kind of waiting for some other people to come into the chat. Yeah, so this is a tribute to Donald J. Trump, the 47th president of the United States of America. So we're going to be talking about Agenda 47. And these are 20 bullet points that Trump has put together with his advisory team for the best policy for a modern day chaos under the Biden-Harris administration, where he has left us in a chaotic state of mind when it comes down to illegal entry into this country that they have let illegals into our country. They have been waging war against the American people by grape, and the other word, these ugly words, and that I can't use. But let's do the Star Spangled Banner first, shall we?
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam.
Show your patriotism.
And bright stars through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Boy, it just chokes you up, doesn't it? It just chokes you up every time I hear the song. I welcome you to the chat, and I embrace everyone with welcome arms here. You are amongst friends here, so I welcome you and things. We're going to be doing a tribute, because like I said, I'm still celebrating, and we have the greatest president ever, and we're going to be talking about him and his policies and things, and we need to go over them, because there's a lot of fear and scare tactics out there, and a lot of misinformation, and we're going to clear it up tonight. So I'm waiting on the other people to come into the room, but in the meantime, I just want to welcome you to Some Random Guy Speaks with a Passport, and I am your host, Tony G. And we are about to get started. So I just want to welcome you guys again. I'm just trying to wait for others to come into the room. Don't be shy. Do not be shy. I welcome you all. But in the meantime, we will go over Agenda 47. We will talk about that. We're going to go over the medical, Medicaid, Social Security, these things that Trump will not cut. And I'll repeat, we're going to go over the Medicaid, Medicare. They will be privatized, but they will not be cut, ladies and gentlemen, and things. So there's a lot of misnomers about that, and we're going to talk about it, though. But let's go ahead. We're going to just go ahead, and people will start coming into the room and things. But before I get started, do any of you guys believe in aliens? I need to do a special segment on that, though, but it's all good and things. So I know most people are probably sleeping and things, but let's go ahead and go down to it. So we're going to be talking about, let's go ahead and bring that up. Hold on, give me one moment here. I have to go and pull up Agenda 47. Where is it? I do have it here. Hold on for a minute. Did this close out? Wait a moment. Where is Agenda 47? Okay, hold on for a minute. I got to go back to his website. All right, let's go ahead and do this here. We're going to go back here. All right. Sounding real good. All right. Let's see here. We have that. There it is. Agenda 47. Okay. So we're going to go right into it, ladies and gentlemen. Agenda 47. I do have it here. Do not be shy, ladies and gentlemen. You are amongst friends here. I may do voices and accents, but I do it all in love, So Agenda 47, this is not Project 2025. This actually is on Donald Trump's campaign website. So we're going to go over the 20 bullet points. We're going to bust up all the myths and all the lies, and we're going to get down to it. So the first one is going to be where Trump he says that he's going to seal the border and stop the illegal or stop the migration invasion, right? So this is the first thing that he's going to do. The second thing, Trump is going to carry out the largest deportation operation in the U.S. history. Number 3, end the inflation, make America affordable again. Number 4, make America the dominant energy producer in the world by far. This is what he's going to do. So with the energy producer, we're talking about oil, where he said the black gold. America produces more of this black gold, which is oil, than Saudi Arabia. We have one of the largest resources of black gold here in America. So we will be producing this, and then we also will be selling it amongst the world as well for exporting. So importing, exporting with the tariff tax as well. So this is a beautiful thing. Number 5, stop the outsourcing and turn the United States into a manufacturing superpower. And this can be achieved and done when Trump put a brakes on the outsourcing. A lot of the American jobs have been shipped out since NAFTA. This has been going on since the Clintons. The Clintons they did a major thing with NAFTA, the North American Fair Trade Agreement, I believe is acronym for that. And Trump got rid of it before, but Biden brought it back. But when Trump was in 4 years ago, he actually ended the NAFTA and things like that. So NAFTA has to be removed. Trump done it before, but Biden brought it back. So when Trump said stop the outsourcing, right, and turn the United States into a manufacturing superpower. So this is what he's talking about. He's also going to be setting up like these, what they call an ambassador, to go out to the world, and he's going to be talking to the American companies that are in these other countries, and he's going to strike a deal, do a tax cut, offer them a sweetheart deal where they would have to come back to America and start manufacturing here again to make America one of the most dominant, one of the most reproducing, where American products are going to be made again, manufactured here in good old USA. Trump is going to be doing this. Yes, he will. He's going to be doing this type of stuff. So this is what I'm saying about the stopping of outsourcing, NAFTA, right? Number 6, the large tax cuts for workers and no tax on tips. So we got to think about that as well. The large tax cuts for workers. So this is huge, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're working in any type of job capacity, and if you're working as well as where you're receiving tips at your job, you would actually receive tips with no taxes on them, because taxes on tips is just cruel, right? So, number 7, defending our Constitution, our Bill of Rights, and our fundamental freedoms, including freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and the right to keep and bear arms. This is what Trump has on his Agenda 47. This is number 7. This is a beautiful thing. You would, I know there's a lot of Americans that back this up. It's a beautiful thing. Number 8, prevent World War III, restore peace in Europe and in the Middle East, and build a great iron dome, right? Missile defense shield over the entire country, made in the US of A. And this is a beautiful thing, though. I can't wait to see America reproducing again, being the largest manufacturer, dominant manufacturing in the world, produced right here in the good old USA, right? In the weaponization of government against the American people, because the people have been there, stop the weaponization of government. Government have been weaponized for a long time, ladies and gentlemen. Snowden said it, the whistleblower, how the government has been spying on Americans and so forth. Our constitutional rights have been broken at every level. Illegal search and seizure. This is why this Fourth Amendment is there, to stop or prevent illegal search and seizure. These are things that are prohibited in the United States of America, because we have a thing called the Bill of Rights. Let's go to number 10. Stop the migration crime epidemic. Demolish the foreign drug cartels, crush the gang violence, and lock up violent offenders. This is important as well, too. So I love that. Number 11, build our cities, including Washington, D.C., making them safe, clean, and beautiful again. Number 12, strengthening and modernize our military, making it without question the strongest and the most powerful in the world. And he will achieve that, ladies and gentlemen. You know why? Because Trump has the support of the American people by his that's backing him up. And this is what made Trump so popular, because the American people have spoken. We already crushed the woke agenda. We destroyed that. We destroyed the Democrats as well. They don't have leadership no more. They are in disarray. They are complaining and bitching and whining and acting like men, acting like girls, and girls acting like little men and shaving their heads, pouting, talking about, I don't wanna, I'm not gonna deal with no men. I hate men, and shave my head and keep my legs closed. And you're welcome to do that, ma'am. However, we're going to keep going down the list here. Number 13, keep the U.S. dollar as the world's reserve currency. Keep the U.S. dollar as the world's reserve currency. I love it. Number 14, fight for and protect Social Security, Medicare, with no cuts, including no changes to the retirement age. So I just want you guys to think about that. People have said before how he wanted to cut Social Security, Medicare, which is not true. He says that he's going to improve on it, but never cut it. Number 15, cancel the electric vehicle mandate and cut the costly and burdensome regulations. Not to say that there will not be electric cars, but there will not be a mandate on them where where all gasoline vehicles are going to be removed. That's not going to be the case. Not under the Trump administration, Under the Trump administration, we're going to continue making those good old gasoline engine vehicles that we love so much. Number 16, cut the federal funding for any school pushing critical race theory, as well as racial gender ideology and other inappropriate racial, sexual, or political content on our children. And I just love this one as well. This is why I say we have crushed the woke agenda. We have stopped this nonsense, this plague on our society, this drain on our society, how these minority groups have almost destroyed America. We stopped it though. So none of these critical race theory or any of these racial theory or racial gender ideologies, because we crushed the woke community. Number 17, keep men out of women's sports. This is another one. You ladies should be very excited about this one. You really should. Men will no longer go into your restrooms. Men will no longer be in your sports as well. Women can play hard as they want up against women, but not up against men. So we only see two genders in this room, one male, one female. That is it. There is no other genders out there. 18, deport pro Hamas radicals and make our college campuses safe and patriotic again. I love that one, right? So anyone that is pro Hamas in their country that's going to school here, if you are on that campus pushing this agenda, you will lose your scholarship and you will be deported. You hear me? So therefore, if you here on a school visa, you must, you must refrain from protesting pro Hamas type of ideologies, because you will lose your scholarship and you will be deported back to Palestine. So that's not going to be prohibited at all. It's going to be prohibited here. Number 19, secure our elections, including saving us. What's that? Same day voting, right? Voting identification, paper ballots, and proof of citizenship. Let's say that again. Number 19, we're going to secure our elections, including same day voting, voter identification, paper ballots, and proof of citizenship. Number 20, unite our country by bringing it to new and record levels of success. So this is Agenda 47. What I read on this off of Donald Trump, J. Trump's campaign website, there is nothing about Agenda 2025, nothing here at all. These are the 20 bullet points that I have read, and I have read through each and every one of them. And this is his agenda. Now, the thing about this is that we have something, ladies and gentlemen, that we should be proud of by being an American first and foremost. And I think it's about time, ladies and gentlemen, that you're going to start seeing more and more American made products here in good old US of A, the good old America. And we're going to be patriotic again. We're going to have a strong military. We're going to be energy independent. We have crushed all of the woke agenda stuff that won't be plaguing us no more. Energy efficient. We're going to stop the border. That's going to be taken care of. Mass deportation, drill, baby, drill. Energy efficient, as you heard me say before. This is a beautiful thing to be celebrating, ladies and gentlemen. Trump has, it is Gender 47. You can go on his campaign website and pull this up for yourself. The thing about with a lot of the liberals, and I got a relative that's a liberal, bless her heart. The only problem is that most liberals do not like to do research on their own. And with the TDS, it makes it very difficult. And this is something right here that have gotten out of control. But we have a lot to celebrate, ladies and gentlemen, because we won. We really won. We won. You know what I'm saying? So since that we won and we stopped the woke agenda, we crushed that. So we don't have to worry about that no more. And with the fight for putting people that Trump have already picked in his cabinet, we got a very, very good cabinet right now, ladies and gentlemen. We really do. And the people that he's been putting there, and we're gonna get them there. They're gonna be in his cabinet. We're gonna ride out. We're gonna be excited about this stuff, and we're gonna be happy about it. And we're gonna love it. It's exactly what it is. Is absolutely correct, ladies and gentlemen. So that's why I'm saying we have a lot to. I don't want to start seeing more patriotic Americans, because this is a damn shame. The American anthem and all that. We already went over the Bill of Rights. We went over the 3 branches of government, and like I said, we're gonna go over them again because you're gonna know them. We're gonna go over them in the night. We're gonna do this tonight. So whether you're an American or not, if like I said, you're gonna love it, because it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, let's go ahead and take a look at it. We're gonna go over the Bill of Rights, right? The Bill of Rights. Let's go ahead and pull that up. All right, let's go and pull up the Bill of Rights, because we're gonna go over them again, and I'm gonna keep going over them, because this is important, ladies and gentlemen. I will not stop. The hustle never stops, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to either accept it or reject it. It's just that simple. We're going to go over them, ladies and gentlemen, because this is exactly how we keep tyranny away. And we got a lot of tyranny, especially in our country. Look at the other countries in the world. Corrupt. They don't even have a Bill of Rights, and they're corrupt. And this is one of the things that we got to get the American people. My job is to slap you up a little bit, wake you up, get you back on the point of what the founder and fathers had in mind. And right now, it's a whole lot of dumbing down, And like I said before, you're going to either stand up, get up and stand up, or lay down or stay down, whatever you want to do. But like I said, though, if you're going to rock with me, you're going to get up and stand up like a man. You can lay down and stay down if you want. But yeah, it's going to be 2 choices that you have. You stand up like a man and fight, or you can lay down and stay down, because ain't nothing messing with the Bill of Rights. Ain't nothing messing with the Constitution of the United States of America. I don't care what you talking about. I don't care what you say. Ain't nobody talking about the Bill of Rights. I'm the only one that's been doing it here on the live stream. Everybody do their own thing. I do my stuff differently, ladies and gentlemen, because it's important, right? So people gonna copy me. Remember, I'm the one that did it first. I'm the OG here doing this type of stuff, right? Because this is important for my job to wake up people about their rights, the Bill of Rights. And I'm going to read over them. We're going to go over them, ladies and gentlemen. And you must know them, and you will know them. And I'm going to make sure that you know them, because this is important, as well as the 3 levels of 3 branches of government as well. So, like I said, let's go over and do this. 27th Amendments. Let's go ahead and do that here. We're going to do that. We're going to go over them. And I enjoy doing this, though, too, I really do. So as soon as I pull this up here, I'm just waiting on the system to come up. Hold on for a minute. Let's go ahead and do this here. Here we are. 27 amendments right here. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The 27th amendments. Are you ready? Let me know if you're ready, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. The 27th amendments. Here we go. The first one, the First Amendment, the freedom of speech. And I went over these before in my live, but I'm going to do them again. And I'm going to keep on doing them. The freedom of speech, the freedom of religion, the freedom of the press, the freedom of assembly, and the partition. We have that right as Americans here. We also have, let me see, the freedom of, was it the religion, right? That's also in there as well. You heard me talk about this before. Freedom of speech means that the individual has the right to express their opinions and ideas without fear of punishment, retaliation from the government, right? This is exactly what it is. A lot of countries don't have this, ladies and gentlemen. You can't go to China and talk about the prime minister over there, Xi Jinping. You know what Xi Jinping would do? He'll pull out his pistol and blow your head off. He sure will. Or throw you in prison where you may not ever get out. That don't sound like freedom, does it? Let's go ahead and go to the rest of it. Freedom of religion, right? Means that the individual has the right to practice any religion they choose or the religion of all at all. So we have the freedom to either practice the religion or not to practice religion. You know what I'm saying? We don't live in a draconian government. At least they're trying to get us there, and we pushed back. We won by us electing Donald J. Trump, and I'm proud of that. And things. Give a round welcome applause on that one. Pat yourselves on the back, clap your hands. Greatest president ever. Freedom of the press means that the media has the right to report and to criticize government actions without fear of censorship. Now, who's been censorshipping us, right? YouTube, Facebook, all these other type of things. Used to be Twitter. Now that Elon Musk bought it, X. So the censorship has gone away. So anybody preaching and trying to push censorship is not constitutional. No, not constitutional at all. So my job, once again, is to get you guys back on track here. Let's go further down. Freedom of assembly. Freedom of assembly means that individuals have the right to gather in public places for peaceful protests and demonstration, right? So this is also under the First Amendment, right? The First Amendment. Finally, the freedom to partition, meaning that the individuals have the right to ask the government to address their grievances or certain or concerns, right? So this is something that we have in our Constitution. These 5 freedoms are essential to making a democratic society and protecting individuals' rights, right? Number 2, the right to bear arms. The Second Amendment guarantees the right of American citizens to bear arms, meaning that individuals have the right to own and possess a firearm. Think about that. This amendment was added to the Constitution in 1791 during a time when the young United States was still forming and need to defend itself from foreign invasion, domestic uprising. The amendment has been the subject to much debate, controversy in recent years. I wonder why. As some argue that it promotes gun violence, and other argue that it is an essential right to protect individuals, which I do agree. Despite this ongoing debate, the Second Amendment remains an important part of the American legal system and continues to shape public policy and individual rights. I do agree. So we have to be made reminders of this, ladies and gentlemen. We really do. Number three, protecting against cornering of troops. The Third Amendment states that government cannot force citizens to corner or house soldiers in their houses during the time of peace without their consent, right? This is very, very important, ladies and gentlemen. So, also, this amendment was added to the Constitution in response to the British practicing of quartering troops in private homes during the American Revolution. This is why that was added, ladies and gentlemen, because it wasn't fair. The redcoats want to be in our homes, especially in the time of peace. No way. The Third Amendment is one of the least controversial of the Bill of Rights. As I stated before, that's why we're not up against redcoats no more, as it has never been the subject of any major legal challenges and things like that. And while it may seem less relevant today, it still serves as a reminder of the importance of individual privacies and protection of the government intrusion. It really is, though. It's one of the greatest things ever. All right. Number four, protection against unreasonable search and seizures. Boy, I love this one. This is the Fourth Amendment, ladies and gentlemen. The Fourth Amendment protects citizens from unresponsible search and seizures by government. This means that the law enforcement officers cannot search a person's property or belongings without a warrant or a probable cause. The amendment was added to the Constitution in response to the British practicing of issuing a writ of assistance that allows officials to search colonist homes and businesses without jurisdiction. The Fourth Amendment has been the subject of numerous legal challenges and interpretations, especially in the modern era of surveillance and technology. However, it remains an essential safeguard against government overreach and violations of individual privacy rights. So that is the Fourth Amendment, ladies and gentlemen. The Fourth Amendment. Now, the Fifth Amendment, everyone should know this one. The Fifth Amendment, I plead the fifth, right? Protection against self-incrimination and double jeopardy, guarantee due process. This is the one here. You guys should know this one as well. The Fifth Amendment protects. I'm sorry, I read that already. Hold on for a minute. All right, stuff is resetting here. Okay. It also protects against double jeopardy, which means that a person cannot be tried twice for the same crime. You know what I'm saying? The amendment also guaranteed due process of law, which means that individuals have the right to a fair, impartial trial without proper legal procedure. Additionally, the Fifth Amendment requires that the government provide just compensation to individuals whose private property has been taken for public use, also known as uh, intermittent domain. Okay, the fifth element. I'm sorry, the fifth, the fifth amendment protections are essential to American legal system. Okay, and are designed to ensure that individuals are treated fairly and justifiably in the eyes of the law. Okay. Number six, the right to a fair, speedy trial and the right to impartially to an impartial jury. The Sixth Amendment provides several key protections for individuals accused of a crime. It guarantees the right to a fair, speedy trial, meaning that the government cannot hold someone in jail for an excessive amount of time before bringing them to trial. This is one of the beautiful things about being in America and things like that. So, let me see here. What else? So, we have that. There are some other things here as well. How are you guys doing, though? I know you guys been popping in and popping out and things. We're just going over the amendment once again. We got to make sure we get this down, ladies and gentlemen. You can always go back and look at my other videos as well, because if you are American living in America, you must know your rights, because if you don't know them, guess who's going to take them away from you if you don't know them? So I think we're at number 6 right now when it comes down to the right to a fair and speedy trial and the right to an impartial jury. That's where we are right now, ladies and gentlemen. These protections are essential to assuring that individuals receive a fair trial and not a unfair convicted or punishment by the justice system. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so the Seventh Amendment, the right to a trial by jury in a civil case. Yep. So here it is again. The Seventh Amendment guaranteed the right to a trial by by a jury in a civil case where the value of the dispute exceeds $20. This means that two parties are in a legal dispute over money or property. Either party has the right to request a trial by jury rather than leaving the decision solely on the hands of a judge, right? So we have that right. The Seventh Amendment is designed to ensure that individuals have the fair and impartial resolution to their legal disputes with the added protection of a jury of their peers. So we do have that right as well, ladies and gentlemen. We do have that right. This amendment helps to promote transparency and accountability of a civil court proceedings and the protection of the rights of individuals in legal disputes. Number 8, protection against excessive bail and fines. The cruel and unusual punishment, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go a little further. We're going to dive in head first. The Eighth Amendment protects individuals from excessive bail fines, meaning that the amount of a bail or fines imposed cannot be greater than what is reasonable for the crime committed. Interesting, right? It also protects against cruel and unusual punishment, ladies and gentlemen, meaning that the individual cannot be subjected to punishment that are excessive, harsh, or inhumane. In other words, they can't throw you in jail and just beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? So that's a beautiful thing about that, because we are protected by a land of law, or law of the land, in other words. So going down the list here, this amendment reflects the American belief in fair and just punishment rather than cruel and arbitrary uh, um, what is it? Retribution. Yeah. Number 9, Let's go ahead and go down. How you guys doing so far? I've been doing a good job of trying to read this stuff, which I do enjoy, though. All right. Number 9, the enumeration of certain rights shall not be construed to deny or disparage other rights retained by the people. The Ninth Amendment clarifies that just because certain rights are not listed in the Constitution does not mean that the individuals do not have other rights that are not explicitly listed. All right. The amendment states that the enumeration of certain rights in the Constitution shall not be construed to deny or disparage other rights retained by the person or by the people. In other words, the Constitution does not represent an exhaustive list of individual rights, and individuals have other rights that are not specified mentioned in the document. That's under the Ninth Amendment, right? The Ninth Amendment purpose. Okay, so the Ninth Amendment purpose is to ensure that the Constitution is not used to limit or deny individual rights that are not explicitly listed, and to protect the rights of the citizens beyond what is explicitly stated in the document. Isn't that something, ladies and gentlemen? It's a beautiful thing. Now, the 10th Amendment, power not delegated to the federal government are reserved for the states and not the people. The or the people. Sorry, not the people. It says or the people. The 10th Amendment clarifies that any powers not specifically granted to the federal government by the Constitution are reserved to the states or the people. This means that the federal government, just refresh here. Hold on for a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I got a little issue here on the computer here. So this means that the federal government has only those powers that are explicitly granted to it by the Constitution, and that all other powers are reserved for the state or the individual citizens. The 10th Amendment is an important part of the American system of government, as it helps to ensure that the power is not construed solely in the hands of the federal government, but rather it is shared with the state and individual citizens. This division of power is designed to prevent the federal government from forming too powerful and becoming too powerful. Well, we at that point already. We've been at that point. So let's read it again. This division of power is designed to prevent the federal government from becoming too powerful and the protection of the rights of the state and individuals. So, ladies and gentlemen, you see what's happening in America because of the Americas have grown quite since 1776. America of 1777, America's government is a centralized government. It's grown so big that it has reached out into the citizens in all aspects of what we do. And this is a major problem, ladies and gentlemen. It was never meant to be this big. There was things that should be left at the state level. You see what I'm saying? So this is what I was talking about in regards to that and things. So there's a lot of them, man. I mean, I'm already almost halfway through the 27th Amendment. So you guys okay? You guys are all right? So yeah, so we've been doing a pretty good job so far, even though it is late. And I am getting a little tired, but hopefully, we will prevail. I did the first 10. of the the Bill of Rights. Number 11, the limits on lawsuits against the state. The 11th Amendment established that states are immune from being sued in court by citizens of another state of foreign country. This amendment is added in response to the Supreme Court decision that had allowed a citizen of one state to sue another state in federal court. The amendment limits the power of federal courts to hear cases, right, brought against state by a citizen of another state, protecting states from being subjected to frivolous or unfair lawsuits. The 11th Amendment is an important safeguard to the state solidarity, the state's sovereignty, and help to ensure that states are not unfairly burdened by legal action brought by citizens of other states or foreign countries. So this is very, very important right here, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So let me see here. We'll do this one is amendment number 12, changes to the process of electing president and vice presidents. The 12th Amendment was added to the Constitution in 1804 and changed the process by which the president and vice president are elected. Prior to the 20th, prior to the 12th Amendment, the candidate who receives the most votes in the electoral college becomes the president, and the candidate who receives the second most votes become the vice president. However, this process lead to the potential of political rivals to be forced to work together in the highest office, which could cause political instability. The 12th Amendment requires that electors cast separate ballots for the president and vice president, eliminating the possibility of a political opponent serving together. This amendment helps to ensure a more stable and predictable process of electing the president and the vice president, and has remained in effect since its adoption. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, I'm just gonna do up to 12 right now and things. So look like we have gone through 12 of them of the Bill of Rights. Hope you guys are doing real good this evening, tonight, and things like that. So yeah. I get people pop in and pop out of the room, though. The nighttime is a little different. But I do get people to pop in and pop out and things like that. But usually my audience is a lot bigger than this during the daytime. Usually I'm not really on this late doing a live, but I said I'm going to see who's who. Does anybody believe in aliens? That's one of the things that I want to ask. Does anybody believe in aliens? We can talk about the aliens since the other topics seem to be really stale tonight. Does anyone believe in aliens, UFOs? I believe in that as well too. Or whatever we want to talk about. But yeah, so that's the main thing, though. I just wanted to cover that and things. But yeah, I'm just over here right now. All is welcome. We usually have some pretty good live conversations overall. We had some really, really good ones. I had some pretty good ones yesterday, too. I really enjoyed the live yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. You guys were doing your thing. So shout out to you all and things like that. Yeah, so yeah, but I really enjoyed that and things. Yeah, it seemed like the sound is coming in pretty good overall on things. But yeah, those aliens, man. Those aliens, we can talk about it and things. So I'm gonna see who else comes in the room. and things. So yeah, I know it's late over here. And my part is very, very late. Yeah, so other than that though, let me see here. What else can we talk about here? We're gonna cover so much stuff. What time I have here? Almost an hour. Almost an hour. We're gonna talk about those aliens. Let's talk about Roswell. Roswell. Let me put in here. Hold on for a minute. We're gonna talk about those aliens tonight, We're gonna talk about it. Roswell, New Mexico. Roswell, New. I only drove through New Mexico, I never actually lived there, but let's take a look at it. Roswell, New Mexico. Here we go. There was a crash site there in Roswell. And for what the people and the locals, I believe it happened in 1947. Yeah, that's what ended up happening, ladies and gentlemen. There was a crash. And this crash of this alien, I think it was a total of 5 aliens that was in that crash site, So they said that there was eyewitness testimonies that they have saw these little beings, these little creatures that were like of gray with big eyes, Now I think 4 of them died in that crash and 1 survived. But yeah. But yeah, it's very interesting though, since we're talking about those aliens. All right, let's take a look at it. Alien crash site. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, there's the pictures of it right here. That's definitely a saucer, all right. 1947 UFO crashed. There it is right here, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. And some type of metallic saucer, They said that the material, when you crumble it up, it'll actually reform itself again. So yeah, looking at it right now, looking at a lot of the pictures, they said that these aliens were like 4 feet tall, and they had like these suits on them, and gray in pigment with big black eyes, and they can communicate with us telepathically, So I find that very interesting. Look at this one here. I know you guys can't see it. This is the crash site again. This is black and white. Got to keep in mind, this was back in 1948. So one can say that this is where our whole technology started to take off, because there was a lot of technology that was in the hands of the government, and we have been visited, ladies and gentlemen, by aliens, you know what I'm saying? So with these aliens and stuff like that, so they say. Now I never seen any aliens, but it says here in 1947, this is where the crash happened with these aliens and stuff like that. And just by looking at it, there's the testimonies of these aliens and things, and they're gray, 4 feet tall, or I think they have like 4 fingers and one. I mean, about 4, was it 1 thumb and 3 fingers, something like that. So they're, man, look at this. I'm looking at these photos, but I always been fascinated with paranormal type of stuff, though, and I felt the need of wanting to do this tonight, since the whole topic about my other things seeing kind of got stale tonight. This happened 67 years ago, ladies and gentlemen. And all the people that was on that crash site, I think they all died though, because we're talking 47 years later, ladies and gentlemen. 47 years later. Can you believe that? These aliens, though, man. But yeah, I'm looking at the wreckage. They got that technology, man. It says here that the Roswell incident refers to an event that supposedly happened in July 1947, wherein the Army Air Force, right, allegedly recovered the remains of a crashed flying disc near Roswell, New Mexico in February 1994. The General Accounting Office, acting on the request of the New Mexico congressman, initiated an audit to attempt to locate records of such an incident and to determine if the records remain regarding it were properly handled. That's interesting. Although the GOA effort was to look at the number of government agencies, the apparent forces or focus was on the Air Force, right, as the central point of contact for the GOA in this matter. Initiated a systematic search for current Air Force offices as well as the numerous archives records centers that might help explain this matter. Research revealed that the Roswell incident was not even considered an UFO event until 1990, until 1978 to 1980. Can you guys imagine this? They said they've been saying that the Roswell incident was not even considered a UFO event until 1978 to 1980. Can you believe that? I mean, and it says here the time frame prior to that, the incident was dismissed because of the AAF, the American, the Air Force originally identified the debris recovered as being of a weather balloon. We have heard that before. Ain't that something? Subsequently, various authors wrote a number of books claiming that not only um not only was was it not only was from an alien spacecraft recovered, but also the bodies of the craft alien occupants. These claims continue to evolve today, and the Air Force is now routinely accused of engaging in a cover up, of course, of this supposed event. Because I heard there was like 5 aliens on that wreckage, on that spacecraft. It's like a disc like saucer that crashed in Roswell, New Mexico back in July in 1947. So I believe that there was only one survivor at that time of the aliens, the little 4 foot tall aliens or whatever. The rest of them died in the crash. The research located no records at the existing Air Force office that indicated any cover up by the U.S. Air Force of any indication of such a recovery. Consequently, efforts were intensified by the Air Force researchers at numerous locations where the records for the period of questions were stored. The records revealed did not reveal any increased in operations security or any other activities in July 1947 that indicated any such unusual events may have occurred. Records were located and thoroughly explored concerning a then top secret balloon project designed to attempt to monitor Soviet nuclear testing or tests known as Project Mongol. Additionally, several survivor project personnel were located and interviewed, as was the only surviving person who recovered the debris of the original Roswell site in 1947. And the former officer who I initially identified the wreckage as a balloon, comparison to all information developed or obtained, obtained, the incident indicated that the material recovered near Roswell was consists with a balloon device and most likely from one of the Mongol balloons that had not been previously recovered. The Air Force research efforts did not disclose, did not. Oh, oops! Wait a moment. Hold on for a minute. Oh gosh, what did I do here? What did I do? Uh oh. Hold on for a minute, guys. I just messed up here. Let me go back here and read this. Oh man, did I lose my spot? Got another pop up here. Shoot. Okay, let me see here. Wait a moment. We can find my spot again. Man, this is getting good, man. Isn't that something, man? This is a cover up like never before. This was supposed to be our first time coming in contact with a alien life form. There was 5 of them on there, though, ladies and gentlemen. There were 5 people on that, or well, I should say people. There were 5 aliens on that saucer, you know what I'm saying? Man, that is something else. But they wanted to discount it as a weather balloon, as they always do, you know? Have you guys or anybody that you know have ever saw flying saucers in the sky, unexplained lights, lack of loss of time, and so forth? Yeah, I think all this stuff is very fascinating, man. I watched Twilight Zone back in the days. I love the paranormal type stuff. I really like this aliens and stuff like that, man, you know. Now, this is what I've heard. I heard that the government do have the saucer, and I heard that they have been flying it. Can you imagine that? Man, shoot. Can you imagine if I got a hold of that saucer, man, and flown that thing, man? I wouldn't know what to do, though. I'm not even a pilot, man, you know? But they said that everything inside is of alien origin, because you wouldn't be able to read the hieroglyphics and stuff like that anyway, though, man. Whatever the form, they said it was like hieroglyphics that these aliens use and stuff like that. It was a language out of this world, that's for sure, you know. Yeah, so the Air Force. What about the Men in Black? Do you guys believe in the Men in Black? Because they say they usually show up, though, you know, and people have been threatened with secrecy, you know. Anonymity is their native tongue, you know, as it says in the movie Native Men in Black. But they actually have the actual Men in Black that shows up, you know. So I find it very interesting, though, because when the Men in Black show up, man, they come knocking, man, you know. And yeah, they make sure that you do not utter or say a word. They say you saw, you know, do not talk of this ever, ever, never, you know. Let's go ahead and type this in. Men in Black. No one knows who these people are, though, you know. I think they're aliens, to be honest with you. Because they look weird looking. People have reported how, you know, they just look weird, the skin and everything. I think they're actually are aliens, man. I really do. I think the Men in Black, you know, they do work for the government, but I think they're aliens, you know. I really do. The Men in Black. Let me see here. United States Air Force. Because they are a part of the Air Force and things, but they're a secret part. Look at this, the Men in Black. Yeah, they always look at this. They always wear the suits. They're suits, all right. Can you imagine if the suits come? Says the Air Force punish. Let me see. Hold on for a minute. Consist Men in Black. Wait a minute. The Men in Black. U.S. Air Force. Man, this is something else, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, not the movie either. In fact, they got the idea to make the movie, which I found the movie pretty decent. I saw 1 and 2. And things like that. Let me see. The U.S. Air Force won a diverse officer corps. Let me see here. Wait a moment. The Men in Black. Let me see here. Men in Black. Alien cover up. There we go. Yeah. True story behind the Men in Black. Yeah, this is interesting, ladies and gentlemen. And just when you thought it was just a movie, the real Men in Black and the UFO sightings. Yeah, yeah. Here it is. Government agents who silence witnesses of alleged alien encounters. See, I told you. I told you. Unlike the Hollywood counterparts, the real life of Men in Black are mysterious figures who threaten people who have reported phenomenon of paranormal experiences. Here we are. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Jackpot. You know what I'm saying? So this is it right here. They knew too much. Here's a book right now. They knew too much about flying saucers. This is by Gray Barker. It says here the true story of what happens or what happened to a certain researcher and investigator who found out where the saucer came from. Yeah, they will take you out for that, man. And this is the book by Barker. From Barker's account, the first mention of the Men in Black can be traced back June 27, 1947, and the man named Harold Dahl in what came to be known as the Maury Island UFO incident. Oh, they got a lot of UFO incidents, to be honest. According to Dahl's account, Dahl was on a conservation mission gathering logs with his son Charles near the eastern shore of Maury Island, Washington, in Puget Sounds. Heard of Puget Sounds? I've never been there on that part of Washington. As he was working, it just changed again. Dang, I hate it when this thing resets like this. Oh man, they got advertisement here, ladies and gentlemen. I just got hit with one of these ads. I hate being on these websites like this, man. Because all they do is they put the story in here and then they hit you with a bunch of advertisement, man. I hate that stuff. I do enjoy reading. I love to read. So if you guys have insomnia, you can't sleep at night, I may do a special podcast for insomnia people that can't sleep at night, man. This is good reading material, man, where you can sleep. Man, look at that saucer right there. They got these people, man. Look at this. UFO and Men in Black methodology has involved like the game of telephone. But the game of telephone, yeah, look at that. Lights all in the sky and stuff. If you guys can see this, let me see here. Let me see if I can find something else on the Men in Black. So, you guys ever see a saucer though? You go and mention it, boy. They will threaten your life though. That's for sure though. The Men in Black. Yep, not the movie, but the real thing. The Men in Black, ladies and gentlemen. I believe they're a special unit of the Air Force. But anonymity is their tongue, is their mother tongue, so they say. Let me see here. Men in Black. All right, let's go ahead and pull that up here. Yep, the Men in Black. Let me see here. Alien. Let's see here. Let me see here. Men in Black, all the aliens you need to know. Okay. When Men in Black International opening this, let me see here. Wait a moment. Every alien in the Men in Black movie. Nope, not that one. We're not looking for the movie. We're looking for the real deal. Because there is such a thing called the Men in Black. The 10 most horrifying alien species. Oh man, they got this one. Let's take a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. They got the stalked eyes, Man, look at this one here. Stalk eyes. His eyes look like they're sitting on two stalks. This alien goon was confronted, who confronted agents J and K at a restaurant in Men in Black 3. So this is the movie here. Wait a minute, this is about a movie. Hold on. I thought this was the real thing. Hold on for a minute. Hold on for a minute. Let's just do this here. I'm gonna have to get on Google. I'm doing DuckDuckGo. Hold on for a minute. I need something a little bit more. Oh, you know what? I got something here, ladies and gentlemen. Just bear with me for one moment. Chat. Let me see here. I'm gonna pull this up. Let's take a look at it here. All right, we're gonna do this here. I'm gonna pull it. Oops, wait a moment. Give me a moment. I gotta get some AI help on this here. Now I know AI will help. They know. All right, start now. Let's go and take a look at it here. All right. All right, let's do it. All right, the Men in Black. As long as they don't come showing knocking at the door, I just want to find out about them a little bit. I just want to see what you guys are into. All right, let's see here. Come on now. Why aren't you doing anything? Come on now. All right, I'm going to do this here. I'm come out of a Safari. I'm going to open up something else, though. Hold on for a minute. All right, let's go ahead and open that up. Come on now. All right, you want to do that, ladies and gentlemen? I'm trying to, okay, let's go ahead and do this here. Chat. Let me see here. Come on, chat. Gee, let me see here. All right, let's take a look at it here. Got to get a little assistance here from AI a little bit. All right, let's do this here. Come on now. The Men in Black. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Nope, not that one. Not that man. Not the movie. The Real Men in Black. Let's take a look at it. See what they come up with. Nope, that didn't work. All right. The Real Men in Black Aliens. Let's take a look at it now. The Men in Black are often associated with UFO conspiracy theories and have become a significant part of popular culture, particularly in science fiction and movies. However, there are two distinct ideas behind the term. One is fictional, portrayed in media, and the other is more mysterious, real life conspiracy theories surrounding the phenomena. This is probably why my trail seems to run cold when I'm trying to find who these people are. I've tried to look them up before, man, and it is real, man. It's like for the eyewitness testimonies, they have said that they will show up if they have reported. Let's say if I saw something in the sky and I report it, and then they interview me and I get grilled, they will show up because their job is to keep the anonymity and keep the secret, and they will threaten you. They show up in the suits. Why always at night though? Why not in the daytime? Do they show up at night? I'm always wondered about that, you know? It's like, can you imagine working and being a man in black? They have no past, they have no family. It's interesting. They're like a ghost, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I think what I'm gonna start doing, I'm gonna do a special segment around this time of night for anybody that have insomnia. We're gonna talk about the paranormal. I dare to go there, you know. We're gonna talk about the aliens. We're gonna talk about the grays. We're gonna talk about the men in black. We're gonna talk about other things too, the saucers and the unexplained, missing of time, abductions, being probed. You know, we're gonna go over it. You know what I'm saying? So for you guys that have the sleeping insomnia, you know, this would be a good channel for you guys at night when I'm not talking about other political stuff or just stuff in general. So because you guys got to be able to sleep, you know. So you have to call me Dr. Nightqual, you know. You probably sleeping right now though, you know. I got that voice that'll make you go to sleep. Let's go and pull up the AI again. Let's go and I'm gonna ask AI. Let's see. Let's ask a question here. Alien encounters. Let's take a look at it here. Let's see here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Let's see here. Oh boy, gotta stretch a little bit. Alien encounters have been a subject of fascination and let's see here, fascination and speculation for centuries, with stories ranging from close encounters with extra and test what's that extra test let's see here, that is that there wait a moment. Okay, right there. UFO sightings or okay, UFO sightings. Okay, what is the most common form of an alien encounter? Is the sightings of an unidentified flying object, UFO. They don't even call them UFOs no more, which are often described as a strange lights or craft in the sky that cannot be easily explained by conventional means. Okay, so there was an example, the Phoenix Lights. I heard of the Phoenix Lights in 1997. That was 3 years before I moved to Arizona. I didn't move there until 2000. Okay, there were series of unexplained lights seen over Phoenix, Arizona. Thousands of people reported seeing a mass V-shape formation of lights, and despite investigation of the phenomenon, you know, remains unsolved. Extraterrestrial, you know, close encounter of the first kind. What is this category referring to the sights of a UFO or alien craft at the close distance, but without any direct interaction with the observer? Famous explained 1952 Washington D.C. UFO incident where multiple UFOs were seen flying over the White House and military installation. The military scrambled jets, but the UFO maneuver in ways that unconventional aircraft could not. Isn't that something? Close Encounters of the Second Kind. That's probably where they got the movie Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Isn't that something, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah, this thing kind of froze up, man. I don't know what is going on with this. I got to redo the computer, though, and I'm so lazy and I don't even feel like doing it. Yep. The first kind, Close Encounters of the Second Kind. I remember the Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Man, still locked up. I would love to go down further. I don't know what's going on with that. Let me move this down a little bit. Okay, here it is. Close encounters of the second kind. What it is. These are more advanced encounters where physical evidence such as making, burns, or radiation is left behind by the UFO or alien craft. Famous examples: 1962, the alleged it was a Lagish abduction in Maine, where 4 men reported seeing a UFO while fishing in the later experience missing time. There's always missing time, ladies and gentlemen, and the strange markings on their body that could not be explained. That's always seemed the case. It's always seemed to be the case. You know, these like markings on the body, probes and stuff putting inside you so they can track you when they come back. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. I have heard that they have an agreement. There's a treaty, an intergalactic treaty I'm sorry, a treaty with this actual alien group, and I think it's with the Greys, where they are allowed to do human experiments and abductions. In return, they can get alien technology. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? So that means that ain't none of us safe, man, because our own damn government that's in pursuit of technology. In return, they want to give, they got permission to do this, like, you know, do this experiments type stuff, man. It's not cool. Number 4, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, like the movie. What it is that this involves a direct contact of what's that? Um, what's that? The one that says here, um, extra. Wait a moment. What is it? It says this is involved with a direct contact of extraterrestrial beings. It is stuff of many science fiction movies and often described as an actual interaction of communication with an alien species. Man, yeah, that's the one there. Famous examples: the Betty Barney. Oh, you heard about that? Betty and Barney Hill? They were abducted in 1961. Is one of the most famous abduction stories where a couple report of being taken aboard a UFO and subject to medical examination. Their experience became the subject of the book and movie, and it's called often cited as one of the first widely publicized alien abduction case. I remember that one though too, man. Many of you guys that follow this UFO stuff remember that one. Can you imagine as a couple, you and your wife being abducted? You know what I'm saying? That would be something else, man. That was like the third kind. They got the Close Encounters of the fourth kind. They got so many of them out here. Yeah. Have any of you guys ever had experience with aliens being abducted, being probed and so forth? Yeah, prodded and probed. I don't think, extraterrestrials. Yep, there's a place out there in Wyoming, extraterrestrial highway, where they do the Area 51. I think that's Rhonda, New Mexico, I believe it is. Extraterrestrial highway. I always wanted to go up there one day too. I may drive out that way, man. Get on extraterrestrial highway. Can you imagine being out there at night? They say all kind of strange phenomenal stuff that goes on over there. You know what I'm saying? At night. Yeah, being over there boy, that'd be something else. I would be out of my mind. Let me get up on out of here. But yeah, a lot of weird stuff goes over there at New Mexico, especially at night. You can see lights and see things happening and stuff like that. Would you guys want to go? Tell me if you wanted to go or not. Yeah. So yeah, man, this is one of those type of things, though. It's like looking at these aliens, looking at them or whatever. That's something else. That's something else, though. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, I got a little joke for you guys. What did the big chimney say to the little chimney? So what did the big chimney say to the little chimney? He said you were too young to smoke. Yeah, little joke right there, guys. Sorry about that. I just want to see if you were listening still. Yeah, why is the schoolhouse red? Because there's 8 periods a day. Yeah, a little joke there as well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a little joke here. Yeah. What did the coffin say to the other coffin? Is that you coughing? Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I bombed it again, though, didn't I? I bombed it again, huh? Yeah, we gotta leave the professional jokes to the professional people, right? Yeah. So other than that, though, yeah. So we covered a little bit about the aliens. I didn't find much on the Men in Black, to be honest with you. I pulled up some stuff on the Men in Black, but I haven't really found a whole lot of stuff. They could be listening now to Men in Black. They could be listening or watching you guys listen to me. Yeah. Are you guys ready for Thanksgiving? Are you ready for Thanksgiving? Because it's going to be coming up this Thursday, Black Friday, the very next day. You guys going to stand out in that line with your blanket and stuff like that, looking for those great deals? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I tell you. But I'm trying to look for more information on the Men in Black. I ran cold, ladies and gentlemen. Cannot find they're so elusive. But when they come knocking, man, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So you know, yeah, they said don't worry about finding us, we'll find you. So yeah. Aliens peeking through the window. Yep. You see my blinds there? There's one out there right now. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding, though, just kidding. Yep. Have you guys ever experienced sleep what do they call that? Sleep paralysis? I had it. I used to get it a lot too, where it's like you're totally conscious, but you cannot move. You're aware of what's going on in your environment, but you just cannot move. Isn't that something? I used to have it all my life, even as a kid. Used to just freak you out. When I first experienced it, freaked me out, man. I was like, what the. Yep, sleep paralysis. Yeah, that's one of the ones, though. So it's pretty common, though, actually. There's quite a few people that have sleep paralysis and things. But yeah, that's the one where your body cannot move. You're like consciously awake. You kind of wondering, like, dang, why can't I can't, I don't have no control. And it kind of remind you of you had an alien encounter. It's kind of similar because you can't move though. You're consciously aware of your surroundings, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's one of those type of things though. But yeah, but yeah, so other than that, yep, I've been trying to find where these Men in Black are. But yeah, it's interesting though. Yeah. So other than that though, if you're asleep by now and things like that, I want to put some subliminal messages in your ear while you're asleep. Let me see. What can I do to say some things subliminal? I'm just joking. I'm just kidding. Just joking. But yeah. But yeah, it was really cool though tonight. I covered Donald Trump and his policies. I talked about the Bill of Rights, and then we talked about this alien stuff, you know. Yeah, we talked about that. Roswell, New Mexico project. We're going to talk about Project Looking Glass. We're going to go ahead. We dare to go there, ladies and gentlemen. Project Looking Glass. I think, wait a moment. Let me see here. Project Looking Glass. Let me see here. Project Looking Glass. We also have Project Paperclip. Yeah, Project Blue Beam. They have a lot of them, ladies and gentlemen. Here's this Project Looking Glass. Let me see here. Project Looking Glass is an Operation Looking Glass. It's a historic code for an airborne command and control center operated by the United States. In recent years, it has been more officially referred to as the ABNCP, Airborne National Command Post. It provides command and control of the U.S. nuclear forces in the event that the ground-based commander center has been destroyed or otherwise rendered incapable. In such an event, the general officer aboard the Looking Glass observes the Airborne Emergency Action Office, and by the law, assuming that the authority of the National Command Authority and could command execution of nuclear attacks. The AEO, let me say, the AEAO is supported by the battle staff of approximately 20 people, with another dozen responsible for the operation of the aircraft system. The name Looking Glass, which is another name of a mirror, was chosen for the airborne command post because the mission operates in parallel with the underground command post of a cult. I'm gonna say, Oloft Air Force Office Base. Huh. Yeah, that's interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. So what do you guys think? What do you think, though, you know? Yeah, there's so many of them. Yeah, but I think my eyes are starting to get heavy now. Yeah, I think we are at the end of the insomnia moment. You know what I'm saying? So if you're asleep by now, you know, it's like I have done my job this tonight. Dr. NyQuil, aka Tony G, aka Some Random Guy Speaks. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So like I've done my job tonight. But you guys take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. You know, we'll go at it again and things. So look like I got it in tonight. I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, look like I got it in tonight and things. So we talked about, we also talked about the aliens, Roswell. You know, we talked about the crash sites. You know, the little aliens and the saucer and all that stuff. So you know, yeah. So like, yeah, I got a tough crowd tonight, but yeah, it's all good. Yeah. So other than that, though, we're gonna stay tuned. While next, or I should say, tomorrow night, late at night, we're gonna go a little bit further into the extraterrestrials, where we're gonna be locating them by their race and stuff. So yeah, we're gonna dare to go there as well, and we're gonna, you know, try to find out more information on the men in black. I just love saying that, you know, when we talk about, in fact, That's how you got to address the men in black. It should be a law that's what happens in my head, Dun dun dun, So yeah, exactly. So the men in black, y'all.
Oh, hell no.
I know, right? But we got to do it though. We still got to do it. The men in black. We got to try to uncover this mystery and things like that because they do exist. They do exist though, So hopefully we can be able to draw some get some clarity on that and get some understanding and stuff like that because it's one of those things. Hmm. Yeah, so we got to get some clarity on that. But yeah, the saucers and the men in black. All right, so what else we have here? So yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm about to get ready to retire. I really appreciate you guys listening to me tonight. Like I just have the one person rocking out with me tonight. That's cool. You might be, I might have put you to sleep right now. This is the insomnia night, talking about aliens, men in black. So if you can't sleep at night, this is usually the channel. I put you out like a bottle of NyQuil. So if you're having trouble sleeping and kind of bored tonight, and you like paranormal type stuff, extraterrestrials, we dare to go there. Men in black, we're gonna talk about the grays, the little 4-foot men with the little big black eyes and things like that. We're gonna bring some clarity, awareness that they do exist and stuff. They use this like mind telepathy and things. So they talk to you and stuff. Like they don't, like they have a little mouth toe too. You always wonder how they eat. That's the thing about it. That's funny though, with these types of aliens. They got the other ones too called the tall whites and things like that. So yeah, they got different types of species and stuff like that too. But yeah, I find it very, very interesting. But yeah, we're gonna talk about it though. We're gonna do it all though, so you guys just stick around. I'm gonna go a little bit longer, I think. I'm gonna think I can go a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? So let's rewind. So I've been talking about the aliens, talking about the grays, these men. In fact, it was 5 of them that was in a saucer shape type vehicle where it actually looked like a flying saucer, which it was. Crashed in Roswell, New Mexico, July 1947. So we're talking over 67 years ago, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, we talking about that now. According to those aliens, it was like 5 of them. 4 of them died, and one remained alive at the time. And I know he died a while back, but he was studied, and he was able to answer questions that we have asked him, and he basically was concerned about us and our nuclear capability. And if we do not clean up our planet and change our course, we can, basically, cause ourselves to go extinct. So that's interesting for him to say all that. Now, I don't have no missile silo in my backyard or nothing like that. I don't know anything about nuclear capability at all, though. That's something that's on another whole level, ladies and gentlemen. Another whole level. Yeah. So other than that, yeah. So yeah, but yeah, I just find this stuff to be very interesting. Hmm. Oh boy, boy, boy. It's that yawn again, though. I'm trying to fight it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to fight it. Trying to fight it.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah, I know, right? Yep, I'm trying to fight it, but I'm gonna have to succumb to it sooner or later. Yes, I will. So other than that, though, ladies and gentlemen, it's one of those things that I'm gonna have to get ready to retire here. Mm-hmm. And but I thank you guys. I thank you guys for rocking out with me. Mm-hmm. Let me see here. Yeah. So I thank you guys for rocking out with me. I really appreciate you guys and stuff. Yep, I'm trying to stay awake. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm trying to stay awake here, man. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let me see here. All right, what else I'm reading here? Nope, that's not it either. Uh, let me see here. Nope. Where is that other? Where is that? Yeah. Trying to read something here. Having a little trouble trying to find what I'm looking for here. Where is that? All right, let's see here. Trying to find something else on the Men in Black. You know what I come up with?
Why the fuck you lying?
Yeah, I know, right? Why? Yeah, why am I doing this? So I know, right? All right, where is this at? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Nope. Can't seem to find it. Can't not seem to find it, ladies and gentlemen. But I exhausted all my means tonight. I hope you guys have a good night. Get some rest. And we're gonna do this again tomorrow night as well, though, too, for my insomnia crowd. If you're suffering from insomnia thing. So yeah. All right, let's see here. So this is that. Oh boy, that's something else. That's another yawn. See, oh hell no. See here. No. Mm-hmm. No red shot there. That's just one of those things, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. Yep. So other than that, though, yeah, can't seem to find anything on the Men in Black. Yeah, I know, right? Can't seem to find anything on them. But yeah, but I thank you guys for wanting to listen to me tonight. So yep. So other than that, yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow night. I'm over here yawning again, man. Can't stop it. I cannot stop it. Can't seem to stop it. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. Yeah, so all right, let's see here. Mm. All right, all right. Well, I can't seem to find it on the Men in Black. And I come up with it. I come up with this every time, come up short.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Yeah, good day, sir. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. Yep, you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. Yeah, but other than that, though, I'm gonna put it together for you guys once I find that information out on that Men in Black. But I thank you guys for listening. I'm about to retire because I can't keep my eyes awake. But I thank you guys for listening to Some Random Guy Speaks. I am your host, Tony G. We're going to do it again and again and again. We're going to make it happen, though, ladies and gentlemen. We really are. But other than that, I thank you guys for listening and watching. I am out. Thank you. All right, and I think that would do it here. I think so. Yeah, because I can't even go on any further, man. If I try to go on any further, I don't want to fall asleep though. I don't see how that's a thing though. People watch people sleep on a stream, man. You know. Yeah, I can never do that. I can never do that, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I don't know how people do that though, but they manage to do it though. You know, I don't know how they do it, but they do it. Yeah, but I appreciate you guys though for rocking out with me tonight. So yeah, so it's all good.
Smoke weed every day.
I know, right? All right. So other than that, you guys take it easy, take care, and I am out. But I'm gonna leave you guys with the the Star Spangled Banner, because that's only proper to do this, though, you know. And yeah, the Star Spangled Banner. Yeah, let's go ahead on and do it because it's only proper, though, too. You know. All right, there we go. Let's see here.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam? His bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Why the fuck you lying?
Sorry about that, wrong button. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I am about to retire. I appreciate you guys for listening, rocking out with me tonight. And you guys take care. Peace.